Welcome to the graffiti jungle. Paulo Pulingue. Benvenuti nella giungla di graffiti. Questo è impostore, rockstar, fake rockstar chat show, pensieri, tangenti. Alright, let me just show you this. Okay, notice the blue stuff on him. Notice the blue stuff on him. Notice the blue stuff. Alright. Okay. Now, let me this. Okay. I'm trying to do this thing as smoothly as possible and also just let me do this. Let's do it like that. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Now, and it should do decent this time. Okay. But I showed you the Metroid Prime thing. Okay. Welcome to the graffiti jungle. Paulo Pulingue. Benvenuti nella giungla di graffiti. Questo è impostore, rockstar. It's a fake rockstar chat show. Pensieri tangentiali, formerly known as Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. We should be working on the podcast next week, at the latest. I'm excited about that. I'm excited. That's one thing I'm excited for. Okay. Sono tuo capo, io sono Chief Gihareh, Julius Caesar, Augustus K. Napoleon. All right. I just showed you the boss on Metroid Prime Remastered. All right. I just showed you the next boss on Metroid Prime Remastered. So, how is this one different? The last time it was called an elite pirate. It was slow, but the first few times interacting with it, but after a while you get kind of used to it. It's like, all right, you can take out the elite pirate, right? It ain't that bad. The elite pirate's not that bad. Now, this one you just saw is way. Oh, this. You know what this reminds me of? I feel big, not big in the sense of colossal, like no. I feel big, not big in the sense of like weight, like not like weight, like colossal, like. Hey, Mr. Carter, hello. This shit is huge, right? This shit is huge, bro. So, the first one was like, yeah, it was like larger than you or whatever, but it wasn't that bad. This one is huge and there is no escaping it. There's nothing, there are no boxes in the room so that you can get any extra health or any extra like blast. None of that, right? So, I go to try to get with this one, right? The first time, I did this multiple times. So the first time, so mind you, I went through the whole phase on mines. I get right back there to tell me to go to this room. I'm like, all right, there's a save station right there, right? Thank goodness, right? This save station not that hard to get to. Save station right there. Go to the John. When I get in there, right? The first time, you got to scan it. And the stuff that you scan, you got to read it. And it's going to tell you kind of sort of like, it tells you basically how to, like what you got to do or whatever, right? It regenerates. No Wolverine. Okay. Then it goes invisible. Okay, we had the ghost, you got the ghost ones already. We already had the ghost little janks. And so they just be, zoom, zoom. They go invisible. So you got to turn your x-ray vision on. Or the other one, you got to turn your thermal. For the other one, you had to turn your thermal visor on. This, and then you have to turn your X-ray visor on so you can see them, right? There's that. So now the thing is, I just showed you, pay attention to like the blue spots, right? So he got blue, and then both on his legs. Now, he also, just like the elite pirates, he's walking around with the little thing on his hand, like so he walk around like this. He walk around like this, right? And as he's walking around, let me see. So if you use any of your beams, right? If you use any of your beams, it just gets absorbed. If you use any of your beams, it gets absorbed, right? So he like this, walking around, right? He moves slow. And then from there, if you use any of your beams, he absorbs it. So you can't use your beams, right? So you got to use the missiles. And so mind you, also trying to aim at him. So he's walking around like this. So if you use any of your beams, he absorbs it. So you can't use none of those. Using the missiles, you got to go for his legs and you got to go for his arms. You got to hit it like multiple times, right? So you might have to hit his arm a couple times. You hit his leg a couple times. You hit this leg a couple times. You hit this arm a couple times, right? So I'm talking about the, it's a new boss on Metroid. This boss that I got to face, right? So there's this, right? So then you hit the arm a couple times, hit this arm a couple times, hit this leg a couple times, hit this leg a couple times, right? Now, when you do that, he falls, right? He'll fall. And he like, whatever, right? But then, basically, the other upgraded pirates come in. And so, now mind you, I did this a couple times. And so, it's not always the same. So, the first time he comes in, well, it could be any of them. It could be, and mind you, there's a new upgraded pirate. So, and that's the one with the plasma beam. So you got to use your plasma beam. So like some of the things that make it hard is you now have to, like, you have to see which upgraded pirate it is, switch to that beam, and then it's going to take 2 or 3, like, that's the only thing I like about the plasma. With the upgraded red ones, it doesn't, it takes like 2. With the upgraded red ones, the upgraded red pirates, it takes like 2. Like, zzz, boom, right? With the, whatchamacallit? Okay, this is all I gotta do. I ain't even show, I was just excited to just talk about this. I was just excited to talk about this. I ain't even about to watch it. Okay, let me just, cut the chat off. I think that should just be done with it. All right, so let me just take that off, and I think we should be good. Now I can just sit here and talk. Okay. So, let's try this. Now, upgraded Omega. So I think it's called the Omega Elite Pirate. I think the last one was called the Elite Pirate. This one's like the Omega Elite Pirate. Like, this is supposed to be like the top. This is the biggest, baddest mofo low down around this town. Who's the meanest? Sure enough. Who's the baddest? Sure enough. I can't hear you. You gotta watch a movie called Last Dragon, so you can understand that. All right. So when he has, so again, he's walking around like, if you throw a beam, he's just going to absorb the beam. So you got to use your missiles a couple times on the arm, a couple times this arm, a couple times this leg, a couple times that leg, right? You saw the blue stuff. Now, once you get all of the arms, when you get both of the arms and both of the legs, you knock that stuff off, he falls down. But remember, it said he regenerates. So, and then he goes invisible. But they said when he's invisible, that's the only time you can, like, go after him. Like, then you can do whatever, and it's gonna, like, you'll see the health go down, right? So the thing is, like, this is what I'm saying, like, there's like multiple levels of difficulty, and just like switching back up, like, you gotta be good with the controls, right? So he goes down, but then he goes invisible. Now when he goes invisible, he be like, roar, and then like the other pirates come in, right? Now they're not just any other pirates, right? It's not the flying pirates, it's not the ghost pirates, it's the upgraded pirates. So now with them, you got to see which one it is, switch to that beam, and then go for that, right? So the first time you take him, boom, 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 falls down, two come out. And again, I did this multiple times, so you're not even sure which ones is coming out. Like there are multiple, like it could be any one of them. And mind you, so now that there's four now, right? You gotta use all your beams. It could be the plasma, it could be the power, it could be the wave, or the ice. It could be either of the four upgraded pirates. And so the first time is two. Now, when it comes to the upgraded pirates, the hardest one, I think, in my opinion, is the power one. So the ice one, if you charge that up and hit them, they get frozen. With the wave buster, the purple one, when you charge that up, they do that a little bit, right? And then the fire one, the red one, the plasma one, it only takes two charges. Like, I don't think you got to charge it up 3 times. But the other ones you got to hit them like 3 times charged up. So if I had to make a purpose, like what do I want to see? I'd rather see the red ones because I only got to hit them twice, charged up, and then either the wave buster or the ice ones. And so the power ones though, you charge that up, they're not getting nothing, they're not getting stuck, none of that, right? They just gonna keep on moving, they're gonna roll, they're gonna dodge, they're gonna shoot back at you, right? Bro, you do not want to see those ones. That's for me, that's my opinion. You do not want to see those, right? So mind you, he go down, then he calls whatchamacallit, the upgraded come in. So the first time, mind you, I did pretty decent, bro. This is why I'm able to talk about it in such a way. So the first time he goes down, you'll see 2. You're not sure which 2. Then, but so another part about it is you gotta get them really fast. 1, they might drop some health for you. And 2, or they might drop a missile reload for you. So like you wanna get them down fast, right? But the other part is, this is the time for you to attack him. And so he'll be like respawning and regenerating, but you're going to have to, so mind you, this is why this joint is so difficult right now. He's going to respawn, but while he's respawning, he's invisible. So you have to switch to your X-ray visor so you can see where he's at while he's trying to recharge. But at the same time, those upgraded pirates just came in. He caught like backups, so you got to get them out the way first. But if you're using your X-ray, you don't know which beam to use for them. So you got to like see which ones come, switch that beam, get them out the way, switch to your X-ray, and then just try to get him, right? And then like you got a little bit of time with that. So he'll start to regenerate, and then he comes back. And then you got to do it again. Boom, 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 right? So then you take out the stuff again, he falls down again. The first time he fall, 2 came. This time, 3 come. So now it's like, but again, it's not going to be the same ones as the last time. So you got to be like, okay, which one just came? You got to switch to that blaster and then get them out the way. This time it's going to be 3 of them. And then you got to look at him. You got to put your X-ray visor on, look at him, and then try to get him, right? That's the second time. Bro, I did this at least 3 times. I'm talking about I at least got him down 3 times, right? So, mind you, the first time I went through the phase-out mines, I had 5 energy tanks, and I was like, bro, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it to the next save station. I had to go back, get the other 2 energy tanks. And I was able to, and so I was doing decent. I had like 7 energy tanks. I think now I have like 8 or 9 energy tanks, right? I got like 8 or 9 energy tanks. So I'm good. I'm kind of decent on health. So a part of it is me like dodging and like keeping my health up. and then just making sure I get them out the way. Now, mind you, you don't need missiles for those other powers, but you gotta switch to that beam or that blast and get them out the way. The thing about them is they they dodge, they be rolling over, and then they be back at you, right? So they'll be like, so that like, but you get them out the way, you can possibly get some more health back and get some other like missiles back, right? Now, the third time he goes down, like this is how like, cause I did it. I think I at least did it like 2 or 3 times, right? The third time he goes down, what do I say? Okay, the first time, 2 come. The second time, 3 pirates come. The third time he goes down, 3 pirates come. 2 are the same, 1 is different. So now it's like, oh, now you got to pay attention to which blaster you got to use. Get them out the way. Go to your other blaster. Get the other one out the way. Then go back to the X-ray visor and find him and try to take some damage off of him. Bro, the most damage I did to him was like, I got it down to like 50% or something like that. So that's my one thing I want to like sit there and kind of try to do right now. I wasn't about to try it again. Like I was like, I got kind of exhausted like mentally. Like I was not exhausted mentally, but I was just like, you like, how do I say, like, when you're playing a game, you know that, all right, you know if you just really did good, like on your side, like, all right, man, this is the best I think I could have did, you know, or something like that, or like, you know, if like it's those type of things. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing pretty decent, and I'm not almost beating him, right? So that was the thing. That was the whole thing. So right now I just want to kind of just I'm gonna Google, like I'm gonna just see what somebody advice is on that, and then I'm gonna try that again. Either probably not, maybe tonight, or but maybe tomorrow. I don't know. So let's see. Omega. I'm just trying to see if somebody has some advice on that one. Anything you're going through, somebody went through 5 years ago on Reddit. Omega Elite Pirate. Metroid Prime Remastered. Bro. Omega Pirate. Destroy the 4 phase-on points on Omega Pirate. That's what I told you, the blue stuff. Destroy the 4. So when you scan visors, you enter the download station. If you're careful, you complete this game before triggering the cutscene. If you scan later, you might get hit by that. Yeah, I did that. That's not what you're about. Wow, this is like, you know, on Pokemon, you know how on Pokemon, like with the legendaries, you can only like, you only get, it's only that one legendary in the game. So like you gotta save before you play that, before you like encounter the legendary. You gotta save before you encounter the legendary. That's one. And then like depending on how that battle goes, like you might have to just cut the game off and try again. Like, so this one like is like, but this part is like I'm like basically because you gotta scan a certain percentage of the logbook. Like I have over 75% of the logbook scanned, and so this one is like you gotta scan the boss, but you gotta do it before you engage, or in the fight. You only got this one fight, so that's what this is. You know what I'm saying. It will tell you a lot about her tactics, though. Mega Power will disappear often to repair herself with Phazon, thus healing her wounds. This is her weakness, and you are going to exploit it. The other hand is that she is strong to be. That means you should stick to, like I said, yeah. You can see 4 glowing points. You need to destroy these. It doesn't matter which order. Ooh, I didn't know you could do that. Ooh, okay. Now, if you go into a... Now, this is one thing I'm definitely going to have to try. Because it said missiles, super missiles, or power. Now, the power gen is from when you get into a morph ball. I can definitely, that's going to help me save some of the missiles too. Because it said, not only that, it said that was the most effective weapon. You can make fairly quick work if you plant them correctly near her feet. They often destroy more than one Phazon area at a time. I'm definitely going to have to try that. Damn, they got 185. I got 135. I'm looking at the, whatchamacallits here? They got 185. I only got 135. Okay. You will need to double jump. You should be charging your power gem while you do this. Over it. You should be charging your power beam while you do this. Over it. And before you hit the ground, fire a missile or whatever you're locked onto. Hold on. You need to do a double jump. You should be charging your power beam. Charge your power beam while you're doing this. And before you hit the ground, fire at whatever point you're locked onto. Or alternatively, save yourself a lot of hopping. Oh, the other thing I want to say about this boss was the fact that in the room, like I said, there's no boxes or anything for you to like go after, right? There's only the blue stuff on the ground. You got to avoid the blue stuff on the ground because it'll take your health away. That's one. Two, you have to keep moving because it's coming at you, and then like it's huge. So like when if it get anywhere near you, it will boom boom. It will just smack you, bro. Like it's gonna punch you. It's gonna smack you. It's gonna be like boom, and you like like you gonna do that whole bro. This jump is annoying, so you gotta stay away from it. But you also don't want to land in like the little blue spots because that's gonna take more health from you. So it's like constantly just running around. Or save yourself a lot of hopping into a morph ball. Drop it. Now I'm gonna try this. The phase-on shell protecting the area will shatter. Repeat this until every knee shoulder is shattered. At this point, we'll sink to her knees, call her lackeys, and medley of wave, ice, and plasma. Switch to your regular vision, identify color if you need to fend them off. But it's best to just fire off a shots at them to keep them at bay, as they're only there to distract you. Turn on your X-ray, listen for the Omega. You'll eventually be able to spot her, X-ray only, repaint herself in one of the pools of Phazon. While running around, charge your beam, and then when you spot her, lock onto her and super missile directly. This will cause major damage and she will flee. If you left her helpers alive, she'll use charge one more time to repeat your attack pattern. So she does recharge twice. The repair in normal form, however, you have to repeat the first process, cracking each Phazon body joint, and for lackers that still causing trouble, try to use Omega Power as a weapon. When she slams her fist down, the Phazon way she's... Oh! I didn't know that. While we've had the most success just ignoring them to finish this battle fast, some fiends, such as the plasmas, can do serious damage and may require you to get rid of them. Just be sure to absorb all the energy that they leave behind. Then resume firing super missiles. Like before, she'll retreat over and call up more lackeys, and you want to focus on locating her to deliver those crucial super missiles. Sooner, hopefully rather than later, a combo against her shields and just 4 to 5 super when she's cloaking will do the trick. In the process, her body will crash down upon you, disintegrating into a bubble Phazon. Semi-suit has survived, but the overwhelming potency of the mutant gem will change. Ooh. Dang. I didn't mean to look. Oh, man, seeing that, that's like a spoiler alert. The ultra cool black and silver and red Phazon suit. Oh, that's a spoiler. Oh man, that would have been cool for me to find out. That would have been cool for me to find out. Okay. All right. So there's that. Now, the only other thing because I just been kind of sort of relating to this kind of sort of, and so the only other thing I'm not going to show it to the camera, but I'm just going to do it in my book. It was like I've just been kind of sort of relating to the game, like, you know, like you go to this certain spot to save. So for me, like, I gotta kind of, you know, if you know, and then just like that's like my save station, or like this, you know, it's like the maps, and then like the little landing spot, the landing pad is a thing. So I'm about to just draw my own little map of like how I be moving around, just to like, I'm just gonna have that, you know. I'm just gonna put it right here in my book. It's like the logbook type of thing too. Like I'm relating to Metroid in real life type of thing. So like the different types of maps. I'm trying to figure out how when you want. I just thought about doing this, and I just kind of want to do it. So let me see. What do I even want to call this? What do I want to call this? I don't even know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just call it Metroid. Metroid map. but it's not a Metroid map. But for me, this is what it means. Metroid map in real life. It's my Metroid map type thing. This is how I'm relating to the game. So I'm just gonna draw my little map of how I be moving around. Like this is my landings. This is my like a save station, like a landing pad type of thing. Right now. I'm gonna just use like should I use squares or circles? Um, so let's see. What do I want to call it? Well, they called the first one L. I'm gonna call this one L, because that's the landing site. That's the landing site. Now from the landing site, and then I'm not sure if I could call it like energy. I just think this little thing is neat. Okay, E for energy. So let's pick. I'm making it like a little key. L landing site. And translation. E energy. Actually, okay. I might have to do something about that. We might like in math. Well, let me see. In calculus, you had like the first derivative, the second derivative, like third derivative, and you would put like a little exclamation mark type of thing. Not exclamation mark, but you'll use a like an apostrophe. So on the energy, I'm gonna use another joint to say, like I'm gonna say energy apostrophe. The matter of fact, so how would I continue doing this? I'm doing my little map. Okay. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. And what would I call this joint? I don't know yet. It could be sometimes it'd be like this question mark, and you got to go explore that area. Hold on. Okay. All right, this is my little map. This is my little map. I don't need too much. What's this? Uh. What the fuck is that? Me relating to Metroid in real life. No, it's fire though. It's fire though. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to kind of sort of right? This is my little map though. Metroid map in real life. This ain't fire. This ain't fire. To me. Okay. Do I gotta write anything else though? Nope. I think we're good. I think we're good, man. Alright. It's about time to charge up. It's about time to charge up. See what's on. I got now. It's time for me to like my day. I guess kind of sort of been done for a little bit, but now it's like I wanted to do Metroid update, my Black Tims update. After it's been over a week, and it shouldn't be raining no more. Oh, and another thing, like it was like these were like the suit upgrades. It's like how do I relate to Metroid in real life? It was like these were like the suit upgrades. So on Metroid, like you getting arm cannons and stuff, and so it's like it's like upgrade it, upgrade the suit, upgrade the suit, upgrade the suit. So it's like Metroid in real life. That's how I relate to it. I just did my little map, so it's like my little Metroid map in real life. Um, yeah, I and another thing I just been wanting to kind of sort of do. I guess I'm gonna just make another little stream. I'm just gonna talk about Pokemon because it's like the fall of Pokemon needs to be studied. So there's gonna be that. I think, and then I'll probably just talk about my dog a little bit. I make another stream and talk about my dog. And then we gotta watch Spicy City. We gotta watch Spicy City. Spicy City is lit, bro. I don't know why they stopped it. Spicy City is lit. Spicy City is lit, bro. It's lit. All right. Oh, peak everything. I'm gonna make a quick video for that. Yeah, it's just knocking just little mad little stuff out the way. Just knocking mad little stuff out the way. All right. Let me see. Now, let me.